If you watch the original Spartacus, you probably know that Ashur died on Mount Vesuvius. By who? Who killed him? Who cut off his head? The light is horrible here, but I think it was. Oh yeah, that's her. Yeah, she killed him. And essentially, if you've been anywhere on the internet, you should have known that there's House of Usher now, which is basically like Marvel's What If, but with a lot more nudity. Yeah, in the first episode, we see a lot of penises and vaginas and stuff and breasts, and it's all weird there. And obviously there's a lot more blood and gushing and spilling. It's more like comic style killing and it's adrenaline rushing, it's pumping, it's interesting. All right, now the series essentially talks about what if Ashur did not die? What if he killed Spartacus? I don't really see that happening, but in this alternate universe, we see that Ashur is, well, he's been blessed, so to speak. And he has been blessed with the opportunity to now become a dominus. A dominus. And if you've forgotten that much, essentially, I don't know what you're doing here, but dominus essentially is, call it like a chief of a house, so to speak, like a slave owner. Yeah, that's a good word, slave owner. Not a good word, but that's what he is. And now he doesn't own just slaves, but he owns men who fight in the arena. The arena is like a sports complex center where people fight for money. And if you win, you get money, and eventually if you win enough, you can get freedom from slavery. Good point. Yay, great. Now, the whole turning point of the series is that Ashur is, and always has been, the underdog. In the original series of Spartacus, we see that Ashur is like the outcast. From the main men in the movie, he is like the rat, the deceiver, the betrayer, the trickster. So nobody wants to really trust him except the nobles who use him for their advantage. Now, it is worth noting that Ashur is not a terrible person. He's just like, how do I put this now? He's like someone who's been cast out, and when you feel like nobody accepts you, you just do things that benefit you. And I think I do relate to some extent, but I'm not like Ashur, okay? But the turning point of this series compared to the first one is women, or a woman. Now, Ashur is an underdog, right? So underdogs want to root for the underdogs. Like, I like to root for underdogs because people also see me like an underdog. I mean, I got, 4 subscribers here, so yes, I'm an underdog, it's okay. Even Mr. B started, even PewDiePie started, everybody started, Miss Rachel started, so it's okay. Now, he roots because he is unable to find any, so to speak, qualified opponent against 3 dwarves who his soldier is supposed to fight against. Now, it is worth noting that, well, while he is unable to find any man he thinks will be able to do the job correctly, he does stumble upon a woman who is at the time not a slave, but due to circumstances that she was black and she had committed several crimes, she was fleeing from the Roman government. And Ashur, saw opportunity where opportunity sought itself. And, he offered her a position in his, what's it called again? In his house. Yes, in his house. Now, the men in the house don't really like the idea, and they often do it with one even trying to rape her. And her name is Achilea, the goddess of death, yes. But eventually, she gets his genitals cut off and he dies, which the other guys did not like. But eventually we see her prove herself to even the Ludus, and let's not ruin everything for you, okay, so you can enjoy it. I mean, I don't think I can ruin it. It's such a good show. I mean, there's complexities in the relationships. From Ashur's relationship with, what's her name again? Hilara, who is his slave, but also like his wife, so to speak. She's not married to him, but she is really, really attached to him. She loves him, so to speak. And then Hilara's relationship with her friend, stroke mate, I don't remember her name, but who is lesbian and likes Hilara, but Hilara, from the last episode, doesn't swing that way, okay? And obviously there's the relationship between the men and, some of the girls who are like slaves of Ashur, I won't spoil those relationships because they're like minor, they're not really important. I think this series is more interesting about the part that it is, what's the right word for it? It is gushy, that is the good word, it is very gushy. It is super gushy, like, you cannot go like 2 minutes without a blood spill, a break of something, someone beating something, but overall, it's a great series because it's fun. Like seriously, it's fun. I mean, if you love Spartacus, which Spartacus is like always number one on like Netflix or top 10 at least every time I check Netflix. So if you love Spartacus, you definitely love House of Usher. And shout out to the creators for like thinking this way. And this is another creative idea. You know, sequels don't always have to be like direct continuations. I mean, if they started the series about Spartacus' death like 50 years after and all that, I mean, it would have been good. I'm sure they would have made it fine. But finding a way to keep tying a series to the original series in a way that feels authentic, but yet not really depreciating the value of the original series is really smart. I like that. I do. So yeah, I think you should watch it. And I'm sorry that my camera is this horrible, and hopefully one day I'm able to afford something that's better and I'm able to actually sit down and discuss the movies and series I watch. But yeah, see ya. Toodles.